Hello, how you doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus, and today we will be sorting cards for grading purposes. Guys, if you've been watching this or any other series, you may notice that I have taken a couple weeks off. That is not on purpose. There is stuff going on in my life, but not necessarily bad stuff, just time-consuming stuff. So as I keep adjusting to life, as we all have to do, there may be breaks here and there. I can't devote full time to this yet, maybe someday, but for now we're going to do the videos when we can do the videos. And today is a Sunday morning. I have stuff to do later and I have to get to bed early because I got to be up early for work on Monday. But for now, let's get a couple of these videos in, I hope. We're going to start with continuing on the Score 91 set. We did half of this in the two of the previous 4 sorting videos. I have 2 more stacks worth here, so I'm going to do one of these stacks in this video, do something else, and then do the other stack in another video. So I'm hoping to get at least 3 videos in today to finish this score set. But we'll see how that goes. Maybe more, maybe we won't get it all done. But that's enough talk. Let's get this started. We're going to switch over to the view. A lot of my points of view, plans have changed on how I'm going to collect. But for the time being, I'm going to keep doing these videos as if they were in the old way of me collecting, and then we'll adjust as I go. I have a series called talking about my PC, my personal collection, and it's in the negative numbers now, meaning I've been opening cards for it, but I haven't really determined what I'm doing. I'm going to solidify what I'm doing before I get to 0 on that videos, and video number 1 will be me explaining you, and it will contradict a lot of the stuff that's happening in these videos, which kind of makes it seem like, well, why are you doing these videos? Well, I'm still getting value from these videos, and everything that I adjust will be easy for me to just go through what I've put into my PC and shift them to the right place afterwards once I've figured it out. So you'll understand once you see. All right, so first card. The first part of the set, we broke to everything we're doing, and they're apparently in order, or at least somewhat in order. And we broke the cards right up to the franchise section. So it looks like these are all the franchise and special cards in the middle. So a lot of these will be kept and not just put to the side. The Barry Bonds will be heading to my PC. Oh, I said I got to get a new glove. All right, guys, we're gonna try to do this with only one glove. I won't touch the other side, but that'll make it so I can get the sleeves open easier. Craig Biggio also will go to my PC. But these, after I doing all that, I still didn't. So I put this little microfiber cloth down, because I realized instead of trying to pick them all up, I should I'm going to put that in my PC as well. Instead of trying to pick them all up, to move them, I should have the microfiber cloth down, put them on that, and then if they need to be shifted a little left or right, that's a whole lot easier and smoother and better. All right, so, and then to pick up the whole stack, I can just do that. All right, but I can't pick up the whole stack if I don't have a second. So I'm gonna have to do this. No, I gotta use the other glove, guys. I don't want to touch it. I just gotta get better. Wow, out of practice. All right, so let's pick up the stack. See how much better that was? So much cleaner. All right. So we have Nelson, Jeff Gunkel, Tom Pagnozzi, Chili Davis, Scott Bankhead, Greg Minton, Randy Karcher. All right, we got some more coming up. Marco Guzzo, sorry. Eric Dave, oh, who's under that? Ricky Henderson. Now, Henderson definitely goes to my PC as of now. try to decide if I want to collect all the Ricky Hendersons. I guess we can talk a little about what's going on in my head. I'm trying to keep too much. And that needs to be scaled back even more. So where I've already decided, and we talked, I'm not keeping Eric Davis. Eric Davis is going to go back into circulation. Someone like Ricky Henderson was very much on my keep list. But I think I need to scale that back and say, it's fine to keep his rookie or certain iconic cards, but I don't need to keep a 1991 score franchise Ricky Henderson. But for now, we will. Eric Davis, Bob Welsh, Brent Nakarat. I don't know how this happened, but I still, after all the adjustments I've done, still can't seem to get the card in frame. This is why I gotta get 2 of the new black, because I don't have the friction to separate the cards this way. Jeff Cerruti, Jim Needlinger, Ron. Oh, there was another one there. Oh no, that's fine. Ron Hasse, Dale Swevem, Dave Island, Jerry Goff, Kevin Brown, Robin Yount is one of my guys. Doc Gooden, although a big name player back in the day, is not was not one of the ones that he went the way of Eric Davis. He's someone that I would have collected at one point, but we need to scale back. Frank Thomas, however, 91 Frank Thomas. Okay, so this one I've got to, I think the 91 Frank Thomas rookie. We're going to take a quick second and look. Does Frank Thomas have a 90 score rookie? Frank Thomas card list. We're looking for tops. There we go. Trading card database. Frank Thomas. This one is a 90 score. Okay, so this is 91 score. That's what I thought. I thought that's his second year. But if that was his first year and he got that card, it was like a rookie card, but it's an insert, so it didn't have the rookie logo. I couldn't remember if it was 90 or 91. I would have got that graded. But still, my second favorite first baseman, he's my DH on my first team. Love me some big Frank Thomas. Ed Whitston, John Candelaria, Joel Skinner, Pat Tabler, Charlie O'Brien, Cal Ripken Jr. Cal Ripken Jr. is very high, and even Cal Ripken Jr. may end up losing a spot. I know that there's only one person that's going to keep a spot as of right now, and that person is Donald Arthur Mattingly. I will be collecting every Don Mattingly card I can, but I am up and down of everyone else I'm keeping. We'll see how that works. Sandy Alomar Jr., Todd Zeal, and Will Clark. I'm going to go right now and say I don't remember if Will Clark was one of the guys that I was keeping previously, but he's not going to be now. All right, so these are all going to our giveaway pile. But honestly, some of those cards, like the Will Clarks and stuff, may end up into what's going to end up turning into the dollar bin, which is probably what's going to happen. Is I'm going to take these things and I'll put Will Clark across the top, and I'm gonna put every Will Clark card I find behind it. And I'm just gonna do this for every player that has any real kind of following, and I have cards for. And I'm just gonna load that up. And if it's a card worth putting in a different location, then fine. But if not, it's gonna be considered a dollar card and go in that. And if someone comes along and says, this score franchise Will Clark is not worth $1, well, that's fine, but I don't sell cards for less than $1. There's no reason to. So if you want it, if it's your thing, then, you know, if you'd be willing to pay $1 for it because you don't have it and you can put it in your collection. And if not, then it's in there and makes my collection look bigger. So either way, I think that's how I'm going to go about it. That's where I'm leaning. So some of those that are in the giveaway are going to be shifted over, but that's easy to do when the time comes. So, all right, we're up to the rookies and prospects part. We got Ray Young, Scott Lewis, Rico Brogno. That's one I chased back in the day. As you can see from these videos, I chased a lot of failures back in the day. So don't weigh your hopes on who I tell you is going to be good. Mark Leonard. All right, No Hit Club, Nolan Ryan. That one is going to at least go to my collection. There is a chance I will look into it that I will, in fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to top loader and I'm going to put it into the look into. This will go into my collection because Nolan Ryan, if I'm keeping more than one person from baseball, Nolan Ryan would be the number 2 person I keep. But I'm going to put that into look into it because there are certain Nolan Ryan cards. If you watch the PSA video, for example, I sent 2 Nolan Ryan cards to get graded. They were just 91 Upper Deck cards, but they're worth well over $100 if they come back as 10s. Who knows about something like that? It could be, I could be surprised, and I could be have some sales of $60, and it might be worth getting graded. So we'll look into that. If not, it just goes to my collection. I suspect it just goes to the collection, but I don't want to not know and assume, make assumptions. So, Mark Langston, Mike Witt, Dan Wilson, rookie, Ron Walden, first round draft pick. I do like the first round draft pick stuff. I do miss that. That's a weird cut or something. Is that on the card? That's on the card. Yep. Okay, well, that's good. At least it wasn't anything important. All right, All-Stars. Doug Drabeck. Rookie prospect Sean Barry. Phil Clark. Eric Gunderson. Jimmy Kramers. Chuck Malone. Steve Adkins. No Hit Club. Andy Hawkins. We got Rifleman Eric Davis. We got a K-Man Roger Clemens. Clemens, for the time being, is still in my PC, so we'll hit this one over. We got Aaron Holbert for the Cardinals. Will Clark, we already discussed, has been shifted out if he was ever in. Well, he was ever in, but he may have been removed in previous videos. Glenn Succo. Duhar Cedeno, that's another one we chased. Orlando Merced, we chased him as well. Gerald Alexander. Mark Leiter, that's one of my guys because he was a Yankee and Al Leiter's, I think, younger brother. Wes Chamberlain, another one we chased. David Steve got a no-hit that year, apparently. Cecil Fielder, Master Blaster. Frank Viola for the Mets. Come on. Robbie Beckett for the Padres. Matt Williams. Matt Williams is one of those unique situations. Williams, Robin Ventura. We've talked about them in multiple videos. There's just no reason. I don't feel the desire to collect him, even though he is a top 5 at least third baseman for me all time. Not of how good he is, how much I liked him, how much he was my guy. Andre Santana, Mike Perez, Dave Burba, and Mike York. All right, let's move the rest of those over to the giveaway, and this is the last little stack of this video here, starting with more prospects. Let's shift it back just a little. Give me some room. There we go. Jeff Conine had a good career. Howard Farmer, no-hit club. Dave Stewart, he's got some fans. That one would be someone else would collect. Andy Van Slyke was one of those mid-carders I always talk about. Kurt Miller, Todd Ritchie, Randy Myers, All-Star, Cecil Fielder, 1990s highlights, Joe Kramer, Mo Vaughn. So here's one of the rookies that actually this set is known for, I guess. Not, which goes to show there's not a lot of rookie value in this set. But this one here is definitely, I think what we've been doing with something like this is we've been sticking it in, I'm not sure. I'll give you another secret right now, guys. I'm not sure how much more PSA I'll be doing. I'm sorry. At next level grades I'll be doing. A lot of what this shifting is going to be doing is focusing on either what I can keep as an investment or what I can just sell off and get rid of. Very little of it will be, oh, this isn't worth money, but it's pretty and I like it. Those are the ones that will go to PSA, next level grades. There will be still stuff, but most things that are rookies, they're being kept because there is some theoretical value to them, and those will then just be heading to PSA. They may never get there because the list that goes to PSA is so long, but that Mo Vaughn either goes to PSA or it sits in a box waiting to go to PSA is pretty much what happens to it until I die, I guess. All right, Joe Kramer. Oh, we already did these. These are the ones we already did. We're here. I put them back down. Tony Perchiza, Hector Wagner, Dan Moon, all right, Steve Decker, Rifleman Corey Snyder, Jose Canseco. Jose is one of the 80s and 90s guys. There's a group of, I'd say, I don't know, 4 or 5 guys. Mostly, I'd say they are the, not completely, but I'm just saying a lot of the steroids type guys that fit into this weird category of beloved, but not, no one would put them on the all-time greats. But they just, their cards are worth more than other people's in that time period. Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds, Jose Canseco, Bo Jackson. Many people better than them before them. Many people better than them after them. But and maybe the conversation would be different if the steroid stuff didn't happen. And it's not that I care all that much about it. I'm just saying that they definitely still, they have more value to their cards than the Tony Gwynn's and the Kirby Puckett's and the people that played at the same time and played just as well, if not better than them. So Steve Carsey, Bobby Bonilla, Brent May, Steve Churchkin, Troy Effner, Scott Aldred, Leo Gomez, Tom Lampkin, no-hit Molino Perez, Randy Johnson no-hit club, Johnson, that's another one. It's like I collect him because he's Randy frickin' Johnson. But I don't really have any connection to him. I don't feel it. I need he's probably going to lose. I'm going to lose that one. Doc Gooden, Tom Costo, Ryan Sandberg. That one's going to be a hard one. I feel like when I do finally draw the line, it's going to be right at about Ryan Sandberg. And if I would guess, I'd say he's right around 8 or 9 for me in the baseball collecting numbers. And that's only because some of those names that I gave you before that that aren't as big as him for me. Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, Bo Jackson. I definitely am more of a Ryan Sandberg guy, but the other ones are just more collectible. It's hard to not collect them, so they're ahead of him on the list, even though they're behind him in my heart. Omar Olivares, Turner Ward, that's another one we used to chase. Rich DeLucia, Paul Marek. Look at me apologizing for pronouncing someone's name wrong. When did that happen? Brian Barnes, Bo Jackson, Master Blaster. I was at the bar yesterday. We were talking, me and the bartender, Shane the bartender, which we always talk about, the Twins fan. And we talked a little about Bo Jackson. He's not a fan. Thinks he's overrated. I understand his thought processes on that when we talk about it. Eric Christopherson, Barry Bonds. There we go. Got to get Bonds back in here. The thing about collecting these guys is it just seems overwhelming right now because I don't have any of these cards. But once the cards are in the sleeve and in the thing, I'm never going to run across another 1991 score Barry Bonds card and be like, oh, I need that. I collect Barry Bonds. I already have it. So that's kind of the mindset I have to push back with. I got to tell myself it's okay as long as it's not, you can't. So we'll have to see. Ed Forsberg, Ray Stevens. I'm so wishy-washy on everything. The American flag. All right, we're gonna sleeve that one up and probably get it graded, just because I have no clue. We pray for the safe return of our Americans involved in Operation Desert Storm for peace throughout the world. It's a cool card. It's a different card. I like different cards. And that's a different card. It's simple, obviously. It's not like they had to figure out much about the design. But, yeah, getting that one graded. Because, like I said, unique. It's all about being unique. Different than the person who's going to be at the table next to me. I was listening to a video. I watch the Market Movers YouTube channel. Not Market Movers. I do, but it wasn't on that. It was on the Steve, his personal channel. And they do the conversations every week. And he wasn't there this week. It was Teapot running the show with the two guys that own the store. And they had mentioned what they like about trade night. When you go to trade night, they were discussing trade night at the National. And when you go to trade night, you get to see different stuff. Because when you go through the tables at the conventions, it's kind of just regurgitating the same thing over and over again. Everyone has the same thing. It's not necessarily this guy has the exact same cards as that guy, but this guy and that guy and that guy and that guy all have some sort of rookie Patrick Mahomes and Jordan Love, and it's just the same things over and over again. It's very repetitive in that sense. And it's when you go to trade night, you find different stuff. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm putting together, this is stuff I've never seen graded, or even if it's lesser valued stuff. That's what I want to have and be. And I don't mind trading it to get that stuff that you'll see at tables, but that stuff you'll see at tables I'm going to get the investment versions of it and put those away and then just keep. That's my plan, is try to build up that way. Fernando Valenzuela, Ken Griffey Jr. That's one I can't not. So my third guy, I said my second guy would be Nolan. Actually, my second guy would probably be Griffey. My third guy would be Nolan. I don't know. That goes back and forth. Those two are pretty big to me. I think they are the two best players, their position of that time period. You know, Mike Liebert, Donovan Osborne, Benito Santiago, Mike Sims, Kevin Turvey, and Jeff Shaw. All right, and that is the end of that. We're not gonna continue. I got about one more stack that is about the same height. It starts off with a few prospects and then goes into the bottom of the set. Oh no, what am I saying? What am I saying? I'm doing this too. There's a whole nother stack over there. No, this is it. Don't. What are you two guys trying to cut me short? We're going to keep going. We're going to get these rookies and those greens out of the way. And then over there we have whites and blues. All right. Good to know. So, rest of these rookie prospects. Scott Anderson. It'll go quicker once we get through these whites because there won't be so many stoppages because of all these all-star cards and stuff like that. Kevin Belcher, Terry Mulholland, Sandy Almaguer, Nolan Ryan. See, stuff like this that keeps making a stop. When we get to the colored part, it'll just be a run. There may be only 3 cards in there that get stopped for. So, just like the no-hitter one, I could see looking into this one, but I don't believe that this is going to fetch as good of a price, but we're gonna look into this as well. Either way, even if I look into it and decide to put it in my collection instead of getting it graded, it still gets top loaded. So there's no harm in top loading it for that situation. We'll see what happens. All right. Shane Andrews, Barry Larkin, George Brett. Now, Barry Larkin is one that definitely was part of the list before and has gotten pushed out. George Brett is part of the list right now, but may get pushed out. He most likely will get pushed out if I do what I'm saying I'm doing. We'll see. Matt Stark, Jerry Kutzler, Ray Langford. That's another one we chased back in the day. Mel Rojas, Paul Ferries. Bernard Gilkey, that's another one we chased back in the day. Darryl Strawberry, Matt Williams, Chipper Jones, and that's the big card, guys. That is the big card. This one we are sending to PSA. It will be part of our next shipment. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this Chipper Jones, if graded, even if it comes back at 10, is a big money card. But it is a decent money card for how we do things. I honestly don't know the price, but I would suspect that this in a 10 is worth 50 to 60 maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong. But that's the biggest card. I said the Movon, and I wasn't wrong. Like I said, the Movon is the second biggest one. I said it's one of the biggest, but that is the big card. Eric Davis, All-Star. All right, so into the greens, we got Ron Oyster, Steve Cersei, Tim Leary, Darnell Coles, Calvin Schiraldi, Jeff Shelby, Juan Augusto, Rex Hudler, Derek Lindquist, John Mitchell, Matt Noakes, Kelly Downs, Bob Nipper. I feel like I'm going to hit this, so I'm covering my arm. There we go. Tony Fossis, Ernest Riles, Jose Gonzalez, which always made us, we thought it was a Juan Gonzalez. They were like, what? Oh, no, never mind. Jose. Tommy Gregg, Mitch Webster. Wow, my head is way into the thing all of a sudden. Jeff Gray, Randy Bush, Chuck Carey, Fred Lynn, Trevor Wilson, Reggie Harris, Gary Ward, Jose De Jesus, Mike Marshall, Willie McGee, Jimmy Jones. All right. One small stack left. Well, one rather large small stack left, and then we'll be done with this video. Sorry for changing your expectations there, guys. I brought them all over because we were doing them all, but then I set them up into the one large stack into two smaller stacks, and then my brain doesn't work always exactly as it should. Casey Kendali, Eric Show, Chet Lemon, Mike Koss, Tim Bursis, Tim Hullett, Jose Uribe, Dennis Lamp. I don't want it to be all boring. Give us someone. Carmen Castillo, Wes Gardner, Joe Klink, Steve Lake, Bob Welsh. That's a cool card. I wish it was a better player than Bob Welsh, but oh well. Eddie Williams, Greg Jeffries, Ben McDonald, Darryl Strawberry. That would have been something in the past. I've stopped the Darryl Strawberries. John Olerud, Joe Oliver, Kevin Moss. This isn't a Kevin Moss rookie. Oh wait, there's another one here. Sam Horn. Kevin Moss rookie, is it? It might be. That might be a Kevin Moss rookie. You're like, what does that matter? Well, matters to me. Kevin Moss, 90. This is 91, right? Yeah. He has, 90 Classic, 90 Fleer Update, 90, okay. Rookie, yeah. Or he has a rookie in score. Just checking. Joe Girardi, Rick Cerrone, Jeff Parrott, Phil Bradley, Roger Clemens. There we go. Give me someone. And the one right after him, well, no, not right after him. Right after him apparently is Francisco Olivares. But the one two after him, Dale Murphy, is someone who has had a lot of fans back in the day, but really felt was on the, I mean, he was an all-star. I can't deny, but I just felt like he was overrated or something. I don't know. Dale Murphy, Carney Lansford, Randy Reddy, Don Slott, Kelly Gruber, Kurt McCaskill, Travis Fryman, it's one of my third basemen, Joe McGrain, Alex Cole, Jose Rio, Scott Scudder, Rene Gonzalez, Jose Quindo, Darryl Boston, Craig McCurdy, Bill Kruger, Tony Castillo, Jesse Orozco, Dave Bergman, Phil Mirabella, Ron Jones, Hal Morris, Kevin Elster, Gene Harris. All right, there we go. Now we're done. Oh, no. Now we're on our final little stack here. Very tiny little stack. Here we go. Andres Thomas. Ken Daly. Rich Rodriguez. Luis Polonia. John Barfield. Ken Hill. Frank DePino. Herm Winningham. Dave Henderson. Bob Patterson. Mike Broomley. Kevin Bass. Adam Peterson. Dale Mahornick. Rick Reed. Edgar Diaz. Xavier Hernandez. Terry Leach. Dan Billadello. Dave Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Don Robinson. Jim Gott. Andy McGaffin. Danny Jackson. Bob Walk. Drew Hall. Tom Hinkie. Bill Long. And Dwayne Ward. All right. I know I say this a lot, but I'm done. That was it. That's the video. Sorry, guys. All right, so real quickly, just for recap purposes, because that's what we do, I got a small stack of stuff heading to my PC. Clemens, Brett, Griffey, Bonds, Jackson, Sandberg, Johnson, Canseco, Clemens, Ripken, Thomas, Yount, Henderson, Biggio, and Bonds. All headed to the slot that says my PC there. Then I have two that are going to look into this, which just means I'm going to look and see what a PS10 version of these go for, assuming there's ever been one. If there's never been one, then I'm 100% sending them a PSA. If there have, and they sell in the 25 or less range, then I will just send them to my PC. And if they're 30 or more, then I will probably get them graded just because it's Nolan Ryan. So, and then we have three that are definitely getting graded. The Mo Vaughn, which may take forever to get graded. The American Flag, which is just cool. I like it, and I'm going to send it. And then the Chipper Jones, which is a must grade and will be going in the next shipment. So there is that. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Join us in our next video. Next video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be grabbing one of those classic gaming things again. We did that a couple videos ago. We'll be opening another year of classic and going through that set. And then in 2 videos, we will finish out this score set. So I'll see you guys then.